The sound of a northern mockingbird singing is one of the most musical sounds produced by nature. This species is famous for its ability to imitate the sounds of other species. In the audio clip you just heard, two of the song phrases are specific to mockingbirds, but two imitate other species. Let's listen again. I hope some of you birders out there recognize the songs of the northern cardinal and the tufted titmouse in that audio clip. But now I raise a question. When a developing mockingbird learns how to sing the tufted titmouse song, does it imitate a titmouse model? Or does it imitate a mockingbird who already produces the titmouse song? If it imitates the model, we call it primary mimicry. If it imitates its own species, we call it secondary mimicry. Secondary mimicry probably occurs for most mimicking species, but how can researchers determine whether a given mimetic song phrase developed through primary versus secondary mimicry? Most juvenile birds don't sing much, making it difficult, if not impossible, to watch learning happening in real time. Gabby, Resh, and I recently published an article in the journal Behaviour that proposes 4 empirical strategies that can be used to identify secondary mimicry. For the model selection strategy, researchers identify vocal mimicry for a species that is rarely or never present at their study site. For example, at our study site, we almost never observe hairy woodpeckers. Yet the mockingbirds at our study site commonly produce hairy woodpecker calls.
Same male as before.
This suggests that the mockingbirds copy each other through secondary mimicry. For the usage frequency strategy, researchers identify vocal mimicry for a song type that is rarely used by the model species. For example, at our study site, the tufted titmouse almost never uses a distinctive song type that's analogous to song type D here in the image, yet the mockingbirds at our study site commonly produce this song type. This suggests that the mockingbirds are copying each other through secondary mimicry rather than copying the model. For the acoustic structure strategy, researchers identify vocal mimicry that has a different acoustic structure than the model sound. For example, at our study site, the whinny call of the downy woodpecker always descends in pitch. Yet the mockingbirds at our study site always hold the pitch steady, suggesting that the mockingbirds are copying each other through secondary mimicry. Finally, for the syntax strategy, researchers identify vocal mimicry that orders the syllables in a consistently different way than the model sound. For example, at our study site, the eastern towhees sing a drink your tea song type that always includes a trill at the end of the song. Yet the mockingbirds at our study site commonly imitate just the drink syllable and alternate it with a buzzy mockingbird-specific syllable, which suggests that the mockingbirds copy this unique syntax through secondary mimicry. So vocal mimicry is prominent in many bird species, and we hope that our empirical strategies will help all researchers to identify secondary mimicry in a variety of species so that we can better understand vocal mimicry.